fight? Or you want to win? The real starts now.
What a swell party this is.
Remember this moment. You're here, you're right here, and you're ready to fight.
Wowee. Wow. What a trailer. We are finally back with trailer reviews, discussions. Oh my God, it's been a long time since we did this, but I cannot wait to get into it today. Of course, trailer for Andor Season 2 has dropped earlier today. I hope you've seen it. If you haven't, there it was. We're going to be jumping into all things that happened in this trailer. I've got a chock-a-block list of notes here that we got to touch on. We're going to talk about so many characters and moments that happened in this trailer. I can't wait to get into it and talk about what you thought of it as well. Unfortunately, I didn't record a trailer for this one, but nevertheless, we are here to go live discussing all about it. I cannot wait. How we doing? How are we doing? Good to see you in the chat right now. Give us a hello, where you're watching from, before we get into the juicy goss of this trailer. Skywalker's Academy is back. Master DB in the chat. Dennis is here. Corey is here. Master Yava is here. Sorry I didn't record yesterday, Yava. Trent, I love it. JS, I hope you're doing well, friend. This is where the fun begins. I absolutely agree. Tony's here. Phidias is here. Poppy in the chat. Good to see you. How you doing? Hey, Subby, what's up? Good to see you. That trailer is getting me hyped. Absolutely. I have a lot to say about this trailer, like a lot to say about it. So it's a good one. It's on the list of great trailers. To be honest, there hasn't been too many like bad trailers for me in Star Wars, but this is a banger one. It's so cool. Hey, Natalie, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. Oh, that's so kind of you, Natalie. Thank you. That means a lot. That's so kind. Thank you. More costumes to droll over. Yeah, right on. Right on. It looks so good, says Phidias says before. Let's go. Absolutely. Need more Didramiro. Best character. Yeah, we'll be getting into all the characters and all the things that happened in this trailer together tonight. We'll try and do like a nice slow process going through it all because there's a lot to break down. There's a lot to cover, but I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So let's get that video back up. Jump scare. Oh my God. How do I get it up again? Let's get the video back up. We're going to pause and, analyze each kind of still frame. Oh my God. It just keeps coming, doesn't it? Oh my God. We're going to analyze each frame of this trailer. And there's a few things that I've picked up that I don't know if you noticed. So I'm very, very excited to go through that. Overall drop right now, though, what you just thought of this trailer. Are you excited for it? Is it interesting? Is there something in here that you don't like? What's going down? What's going down? Welcome to the rebellion. You betcha. You betcha. But let's get the music down. And we'll start from the very, very start of this trailer. Of course, establishing Cassian back in action. How do I get the music down? Oh my God. There we go. Again, establishing Cassian back in action. They kind of have this just kind of montage of him walking through places. Cool stuff. He's in a lot of different planets, in a lot of different outfits. But again, remember, there's a lot of time jumps in this season. We're doing a lot in this season. We've got to cram it in. Walking down a few cool places, and then here is where we get to one of the coolest places we've got so far, and this really, really piqued my interest. Of course, judging by that temple in the back, I do believe this is Yavin 4, going back to the rebellion, heart of the rebellion at the time of the OT. Very excited for this. We haven't seen Yavin 4 in live action since 2016 Rogue One, so it's been almost 10 years, 9 years since we've seen Yavin on the live action before. So very excited to see this again. I'm glad we're going back there, just kind of just continually establishing how much of a part of the rebellion he becomes and really exploring that. Yeah, your home, Yava. It is your home. 100%. Great outfit. Very, very cool. I didn't do a reaction. No, Kevin, I did not. Very, very cool outfit. Very rebellion-esque outfit here. He almost looks like a Poe Dameron. I don't know. He's got that vibe. But it continues into just like a cool just energy here. I wonder who this person that he's talking to here. Very, very intrigued to see who that is. Like, is that a new character or is that someone we know? I can't quite tell as of yet. And then we get to this very interesting planet that pops up a few times in this trailer. It's giving Lothal. I just got to point that out. It looks very Lothal, but I don't think it is. I don't think it is exactly Lothal. I think it's just going to be kind of like a crop country planet, which is more than fine. It's got this kind of cool wheat that I believe that is Cassian running through the fields there. We've got the stormtroopers there. Absolutely running amok. They look good, look clean, not as busted up. We're used to the busted up troopers from like Mando and stuff, but I love seeing the clean, like official troopers in action here. That looks really, really cool. And seemingly this is on the same planet where Cassian is on the run, but then he's in some sort of TIE Defender or I keep forgetting what, I had to look it up earlier. I keep forgetting what ship these are called, but it's like a certain TIE version of it that he's commandeered and is piloting, which is really cool. Very interesting shot, very action shot. I'm assuming that's the ship Cassian is in. Sends it. The Interceptor? It might be the Interceptor. Or Avenger. People saying Avenger? Maybe. I'll double check that after we go through it all. Yeah, really highlighting the critics of this. And of course it wouldn't be Andor without Saw Gerrera. Saw Gerrera behind like C-3PO is like the most seen Star Wars character, I feel like, in Star Wars media. He is everywhere. This guy is in every show, in every movie, but I have a feeling that this is the Saw that's probably going to be a lot later in the season because he looks very, very close to the Saw that we see in Rogue One. So again, these kind of story arcs, they're all a year's kind of difference in between each arc we have. So I think this is going to be in this, like the third or fourth arc we have, because he looks like spot on Rogue One Saw Gerrera. Looks so good. Yeah, I agree. He looks right on it. Hey, Tim, how you doing? What did you think of the trailer? But there he is, looking menacingly. Emotionally thrilling and exciting. True. Now, here we go. Here we've got the Mothma content. Here we go. So this is a really interesting just kind of setting to put her in. But I like it because one of like the best parts of Andor Season 1 I found was the Mon Mothma stuff. I wish we got more of it. So I'm really hoping there's a good, decent amount of it in Season 2. She's a part of this sort of party, but there's a lot more interesting kind of shots of Mon Mothma further in the trailer. So we'll keep it rolling. We'll probably see Saw Lucy's like, yeah, maybe. He's radical, isn't he? Nice, Tim. Okay, so there's Mon Mothma, looking stunning. And, okay, hang on. Interestingly, this is the only shot of Luthen that we get in this whole trailer. Isn't that shocking? For such a character that was so big throughout Season 1, this is the only shot of Luthen in this trailer. And there's another character that we don't see much of. There's just this, like, one moment of them. So I found that very interesting that he wasn't kind of in it at least more, had more scenes. Very, very interesting that that's not a focus maybe for Season 2. But he looks worried. He doesn't look happy, does he? He looks stressed as hell. Yeah. Yeah, could be the Chandrila wedding. 100%. Stanley's Mon Mothma's daughter's wedding party. That's a good pick. I forgot that sort of plot line. That's a good point. That is a very good point. But Luthen is looking super stressed here. Super uncomfortable. Just not ready. And what's after this? Oh yeah. Let me ask you this question. Is that Bix? Because upon like 5 watches of this trailer, I can't determine if that's Bix or not. Like, that's Bix, right? Because, like, this frame, she looks like Bix. It's Bix. But then, I don't know. If you kind of watch it in motion, I don't think that's Bix. I don't think that's Bix at all. I think it's someone who looks very much like Bix, but I don't think it's Bix. I think, could we see the finally getting the answer to the big mystery that was set up in season 1 of could this be Cassian's sister? But it could also be Bix. Like, am I going crazy? Maybe it's just dark. I don't know. It kind of feels like it's not Bix. It's definitely not Luthen's assistant. Like it does definitely, like, she's got the same nose. But for some reason, I'm just not convinced it's her. Like, that shot, it kind of looks like Bix. Like that, but then there, that doesn't look like Bix. That's not Bix. What? Yes. Well, okay, if it is someone else, like, hypothetically, if it isn't Bix and it is someone else, I think we're finally got to get this answer to the big storyline that was left as a big question mark in season 1, which is Cassian's sister. That whole, like, setup of, like, that flashback of, you know, he wanted to find his sister and blah, blah, blah. I finally, maybe we can get the answer. Yeah, remember that? They never, like, that never got solved in the end of season 1. Maybe he finally finds his sister. Very interesting scene. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know. No, it's not Mara Jade, lol. But moving into the next scene, we have, of course, Krennic is back. Officially, we are seeing Krennic in Andor Season 2. He looks exactly the same. I love it. I absolutely love Ben Mendelsohn. He's so great. He looks the part. He looks ready to go. Really, really interesting. And it does seem, I think there's a scene just in a few moments' time, that his character is kind of going to go up, not up against, but just be contrast with Mon Mothma, which I love. I think that's very smart. You know, Krennic is kind of very manipulative, like on the kind of very administration, political side of things. And so is Mon Mothma. So it's interesting. Yeah, it's true. That's why I'm like, I think that might be his sister. Yes, we'll talk about the music, Elliot, because I thought that might be a bit divisive, music. And talk for Krennic, for Ben Mendelsohn, like, what a scene. What a shot. What a still image to have as your character coming back on screen after 10 years. Fantastic shot. It's so cool. It's so cool. I love it. So again, this would be only a few years off in New Hope at this point. Definitely looking almost complete. Very, very nice. This shot is confusing. This one put me in a bit of a spin because I can't quite understand. Natalie, I'll answer that question in a moment. We'll just go through the kind of review of everything in the trailer, and then we'll talk about that. This shot was really, really interesting because who is that? I don't think that is someone we know. I do think it's just a random person from the rebellion. But then why are the X-Wings taking off? Why is there someone seemingly like injured or dead? You know, and they're just like, see ya. Like, very interesting. Let's go in an earlier trailer. Oh, wait. We saw that girl in an earlier trailer. I think she's a rebel. Yeah, that's what I'm like. It could be Cassian's sister. I definitely think it's that. Doesn't the dish go in during Rogue One? Dude, I haven't seen Rogue One in a hot minute, so I can't remember. But yeah, like, why are they just leaving this rebel like on the floor? Super interesting. Yeah, I can't wait for more Mon Mothma 2 videos. I totally agree. Totally agree. X-Wings look good. That transport, who knows the name of that transport? I cannot bloody remember that name. Now, this is Bix, talking about brunette females that we don't know if it's Bix or not. That's definitely Bix. I'm pretty sure. Now I'm going to question everything. Is it Bix? Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not, actually. It kind of doesn't look like her nose. Maybe that isn't Bix. Oh, dude. Is this the same woman as the other scene that I was saying could be Cassian's sister? Dude, this is, X-Wing scene is so darn cool. Yeah, the X-Wings look fantastic in this. Do you think we'll see any Star Wars Rebels tie-ins? Perhaps. I think that's definitely a possibility. Is it Luther's assistant? Yeah, I think you're right, actually. It's so hard to tell. I don't know why it's so hard to tell. The Rebels stole some equipment and needed a van to transport it. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Into the next scene. What's this guy? Brasso? Is that his name? What's his name? Brasso. Brasso? Braca? No. What's his... Yeah, this guy's... He's in it again. And he's similarly back on that wheaty kind of... People saying it's maybe Dantooine. People... He's on that kind of wheat-like planet as well. Getting taken away by stormtroopers. Hopefully he survives and he's okay. But I'm assuming... Like, is it the next scene? We have Cassian running into Bix. Stormtroopers, Dedra Meero. So much happens. There's a lot of shots in this. Okay, maybe it's further on. But we see Brasso on that same wheat planet that Bix and Cassian are on. So there's got to be something. Maybe Bix and Brasso are like on that planet laying low, and then Cassian goes finds them. But there was a few shots here we need to make note of. Let me go back. Okay, so this is the second character that I find very interesting. Big character in season 1, but only gets one scene, one shot in this trailer. It's Dedra Meero. So both Dedra and Luthen, big plays in season 1, only have this like one frame in the trailer, which is very, very interesting. That's my question, Alex. Where's Bo Gullet? So good. Hey, Matt P. How you doing? Maybe Brasso on the floor. I don't know. I think Brasso is a bit chunkier. I think he's a bit of a bigger boy. Yeah, no, they wouldn't show Vader. Definitely not. I like 99% sure he won't be in the show. And the 1% he is, they wouldn't put him into the trailer. It's rumored there will be a massacre in this season. I forgot the name of it, but it's mentioned in the media, such as the books and comics. What's it called? Yeah. There's not Operation Cinder, but there's something called. Is that Operation? There's something. I think I know what you're talking about. But yeah, interesting. Meero's only got one shot in this. And then we have this shot of Krennic. This is what I was mentioning before. That sort of facial profile on the left there definitely looks like Mon Mothma. So I think at some sort of party event, Mon Mothma and Krennic meet, and that's going to be a fantastic conversation. I cannot wait for those two kind of interacting, because Mon Mothma has a fantastic position where she's sort of on this front line for the rebellion, but in the political sense. She's not actually, you know, fighting stormtroopers, but she's fighting the politics of the rebellion and the Empire and what it's standing for, what it's doing. And Krennic is pretty much the opposite. Krennic is like the Mon Mothma, but of the Empire. So these two characters being, you know, kind of contrasted with each other, which I said before. So cool. Love it. Love. Yeah, maybe. I think Luthen's got to go by the end of the season. Hey, definitely. What are the scenes we got in here? For those Battlefront 2 fans, does this not look like the Death Star Battlefront 2 map? This like looks exactly like it, even down to like the hose on the floor. Looks exactly like it, man. Every time I see this, I'm like, there's another angle of it in a moment, but it looks exactly like that Battlefront 2 Death Star map. And I'm like, are we gonna go on the Death Star this season? Which like makes sense if it's like almost fully built. At least you can like be inside of it, surely. Interesting, interesting. Yeah. It does look very Battlefront 2, yeah. Yeah. Great scene. My Mothma danced around. It does. I can get what everyone's saying now, like the Chandrillan wedding. Look at everyone there. It reminds me of that dance thing they did in Rise of Skywalker. I love that one. Professors, they do tend to be uniform in design. Yeah. Like, they do obviously have the same aesthetic, but it just looks particularly like the Battlefront 2 one. Cool scene. Got an X-Wing kind of over the shoulder shot there. Cool scene there. There's Mon Mothma and her scumbag husband arriving at some sort of party. I don't know who these kind of royalish people are. Don't know who they are. K2SO also, yeah. I like forget everything that happens in this trailer. K2SO. Surely this is the one. Surely he's the real one that is in it. And we get that origin story of K2SO and Andor and Cassian meeting. I think that would be really, really cool. I'm kind of sad we don't get one episode a week. Oh yeah, we'll talk about the release schedule. It's very interesting, but I have a lot of thoughts on that. But yeah, very excited to see K2 in this. Great character. Another great shot. Like, that's fantastic. Come on. Look at how good those stormtroopers look. Fantastic. So good. Oh yeah, here was that scene where it's like, okay, that's definitely Bix. Hilariously, I'm like, her hair, that's definitely Bix. And Cassian meeting up on that. This wheaty straw country planet. And that's also the planet Brasso was on. So I think, yeah, my theory is Bix and Brasso were kind of laying low on this planet. Cassian finally finds them and like maybe saves them in some way. I think so. This planet I can't quite tell, but it looks like a pretty brutal fight scene. Crazy looking tank truck thing. Let's go. And Serial Boy. Finally we got Serial Boy back. Now I will say, if we do not get a damn Serial scene in this season 2, I will riot. We have to get at least one more Serial scene with this guy. Again, he's one of those characters, again, not too heavily featured in this trailer. But I think this is in the same situation. I think there is some sort of attack on Imperial facility, and he does actually come out. Like, that is what Cyril's kind of point of view is, and that's what he's looking at. And here we have Melshi. I'm pretty sure that is Melshi, just with a buzz cut. So that's exciting to see him back in the show. It's so funny how these, super side characters kind of they have their moment to shine in Star Wars. So Melchi back in the mix. We are so back. Yeah, a lot of people are very, very excited for this show. It's very exciting. That's true. Right on. So he's looking a little frayed. He's got a cool little Bluetooth like earpiece there or something. Where is it? Yeah, look at that. Look at his little earpiece he's got. Love it. At first glance, I thought this was what's her name? Claire. I thought this was Claire, but upon like pausing it, like that's definitely not Claire. But that's definitely someone just threatening a whole bunch of people. Don't know what's happening here. I don't know whose side she's on, but that doesn't look too good. Again, seems to be a lot of tension, a lot of action, a lot of just people just going to town in this season. Another great still of just great Empire aesthetic. The Avenger there, Cassian jumping for his life. Crazy. Now, this is a crazy split of a scene as well. This Imperial captain of some sort, absolutely like just blatantly assaulting Bix. Insane, crazy. Like, she's already been through an incredible amount, but they're insane, crazy scene. I'm sure we have a lot of like Bix defenders that in the chat right now that would jump through the screen to save her in this scene. Absolutely horrible. And then, yeah, already spoiler alert, greatest still shot from this trailer. Cyril's mum. Does this mean finally? Finally, we get the answer to who is Uncle Harlow. Do we finally get that? I mean, she's in the show. She's in this season 2. She's having a cackle. Maybe the person she's talking to right now is Uncle Harlow. Is that where we're gonna get our answers? Who is he? Who does he work for? How? Why? How? Who's she talking to? But it's very interesting that, Cyril's mum is involved in this season again. Kind of signifying that Cyril really hasn't moved or developed or changed much, seeing if he's like maybe still living with his mother. I don't know. She is 100%. 100%. But that's great. She's in it again. Also, don't you guys think that this guy looks like, I forget the actor's name, but he voices, he plays Buster in Arrested Development. Who's that actor's name? It looks like that guy. I don't think it is, but it looks like him. Definitely looks like him. And then Saw here in this kind of final scene of the trailer, kind of giving a pep talk to this rebellious kid, I think. I do believe that this is the kid that we saw in season 1 on Rick. He worked on Rick's road with his dad, and the dad got killed or taken away. And the kid is a rebellion, a rebel now, essentially. I think that's who he's talking to. I think it's that kid that Saw's kind of hyping up there. But I think that is the final scene of the trailer. He's like, come on, let's fight. And that's it. And that's the trailer. Oh, and this also very ominous photo of Cassian doing that kind of smirk thing he does. There you go. There it is. There it is, baby. And that's the trailer. So much in it. So much within this trailer. Absolutely crazy. So let's jump into some questions now from the chat. Drop them below. What, favorite scene, most interesting character in this trailer? What do you guys think? I definitely think the hints of the Mon Mothma storyline of Krennic and Mon Mothma having to be involved with each other, very interesting. I think that's my most excited part of the show. But it does look super, super just action-packed. A lot of explosions, a lot of action. I'm excited for that part. What happened to the broom boy? Yeah, me too. Yeah, the kid who threw the bomb. Yeah, that kid. 100%. Yeah, DB, I saw you thinking he looks like Orlando Bloom. I cannot see that whatsoever. Yeah, I know. It's time for a rewatch. Hey, Yava. But it's very interesting with this show. Another thing to remember is, hang on, let me get the Andor season 2 release order. So let's talk about that. Someone brought it up before. Is very interesting of how they're going to be releasing it. So let's get this on the screen. So the way that they will be doing it, season 2 will consist of 12 episodes. We've known that for a while. And it's going to be divided into 4 3-episode chapters. So every week we're going to get 3 episodes, which is very interesting. Very, very interesting. So it's only going to span over 4 weeks. And every week we get 3 episodes at once. 3 episodes at once, which I know some people are like, oh, that means it's we get it for less time, blah, blah, blah. But let's just cast our minds back to a lot of the big criticisms of some of the previous shows. Is the episode kind of pacing? They're short episodes, so they're kind of, we only get a little bit and then we have to wait a whole other week. And that's been a real, it stops the momentum of the show. But especially with how these episodes are laid out, they do 3 episodes and there's a 1-year gap. 3 episodes, 1-year gap. 3 episodes, 1-year gap. 3 episodes. So they're doing that 4 times. Imagine trying to with especially all the time jumps, trying to catch up, and is this okay? Oh no, and then next week we'll be in front of time. It would be too confusing for me personally. I think it's just too kind of wild to follow. But this way we get each insular arcs. These are written as arcs. They are shot as arcs. Those 3 episodes are meant to make the most sense, and they do all connect. So I actually think this is awesome. I think every week we're going to get this little movie. So if we think, the Andor season 1 episode lengths were kind of 35 to 45 minutes, I want to say. So it's essentially like a little short movie every week. So none of this, 20-minute episode a week again, because we're going to get 3 a week. We get like hopefully about an hour and 20 every week of content, which is so cool. I actually really love that. I actually think that's super cool. Master CG in the chat. What do you think? I'm very suspicious of what you got to say. Trailer looks incredible. Oh, unlike season 1, season 2 actually looks like Star Wars. Guardedly optimistic. I'm hoping it'll be good. How does it end? Stop at the start of Rogue One. Looks much more action-packed for sure. Yes. Oh my God. I can't believe you liked it. That's awesome. I totally agree. After this, go back to, we've just scrubbed through the whole trailer and I had so much to point out. So definitely after we go, I stop being live, go back and watch all I had to say. Because yeah, big comment is how action-packed this is going to be. Yava? Come on, man. Who are you? Putting time, April 22nd. Yeah, true. Semi-weekly, semi-binge. Yeah, true. True. And a $10 dues coming in from Master CG as well. Star Wars meets Mission Impossible. Looks like a lot of heists. We'll see how K2SO comes around. Will there be any major deaths? Will we see how Saw ends up on the way he is in Rogue One? See, these are the questions I think, CG, that I'm so excited to see answered. I think those are 2 big ones. Seeing K2SO come into the play and, how he meets Cassian and how that kind of pairs up essentially. I think is going to be really exciting. I think that's a really great suggestion. And will we see how Saw ends up the way he is in Rogue One? Well, that one shot, let's get back to it. That one shot of Saw, if I can scrub through it quick enough, he definitely looks very Rogue One. There he is. Yeah, that looks, again, that looks like a cut scene. That looks like a scene that was not in Rogue One. He looks exactly like it. So thank you so much for the big soupy. Appreciate it. And I totally agree. Got to be some hopefully good answers to those questions. Kevin's got a good feeling about this. I love it. I'm not a fan of that movie getting a remake. It was perfect. Now, if it's part 2, I am in. Oh, hang on. I'm Princess and the Bride. Right. Gotcha. When do you think Luthen dies, assuming he gets nerfed? I do agree with you, Tony. I think Luthen's going to go. I think he's out of here. I think he's got to do some sort of kind of dramatic sacrifice. Oh, look at that. I clicked right to his face. I think Luthen's going to do a big sacrifice near the end, perhaps. Maybe to save... Is it, would he save Clea? Or would he save Cassian, maybe? I don't know. Maybe he'll do something to save Mon Mothma. Maybe that. DB, I want to talk about this. This is a great thing to bring up because I was actually thinking about it, watching the trailer, watching this show. Andor's only getting 2 seasons. I was thinking about this. I also hope they show Jyn Erso in this show. Her backstory is just as important as Andor's. I totally agree. I was like, I wonder what Felicity Jones is thinking right now, being like this whole kind of Star Wars era where she's sort of involved, but she's not in the show. So 2 questions. 1, does her character warrant her own show? Could she get her own Andor version of the Jyn, what would you call it? Erso? Star Wars Erso? That would be hilarious. Could she get, warrant a story that is her own show? But the second, more probable question is, does she make a bit of a cameo? The only thing that I have to dispute that is her and Cassian don't know each other. So the only way she could make a cameo in this show, because they meet in Rogue One, they don't meet before, is that if we see, now go with me here with this crackpot theory. The only way we could see them is if we see, what's her dad's name? Galen Erso? We see Galen Erso in the show, especially if we're seeing Krennic. Maybe if we see Krennic, maybe we see some of his dealings with Galen, and then maybe it's not played by Felicity Jones, but it's played by a younger actress that could play her, child version of Jyn. I think that'd be interesting. Very, very interesting. Do the rebels know about the Death Star at this point? No, they think they're getting intel about a super weapon, but they don't really know kind of the full understanding of what it is, essentially. What am I most excited for this season? Just Mon Mothma content, honestly. You know what? Oh, I don't know. The dude can't swim. What can you do? Can't swim. Can't swim. I don't know. Maybe he's still stuck on that prison. Maybe we'll see him. I hope we go back to him. Can't swim. Oh, it's so true. Yeah, Stanley's on the money here. I don't think we have any real reason. Again, Cassian doesn't know Jin at this point. But if we see Galen, now we're talking. Now we're talking. Hey, Tubas, how you doing? My Mothma content looks great in the trailer. Yeah, I'm so excited for Mon Mothma content. I'm so good. What's up with the Mandalorian crest making a cancel? Dude, I wish I knew what that sentence means. $5 reviews coming in from Master CG. Thank you so much, you legend. Will Uncle Harlow die? That is the big question. That is a very titular question, CG. The ISB chick. Andor's love interest. Who else survives? Will we see Pimp Daddy Palps? Dude, you are on fire today. Jin's origins. Galen's origins. See, there's a lot of tie-ins we could do here. There's a lot of story connections we do here. A few you bring up. Is like, who's going to die? Put in the chat right now. Who do you think is going to be a goner by the end of the season? Bix, like, there's a lot of characters that are in the show that we do not see elsewhere in Star Wars. So who do you think is going to die? I definitely think Luthen for sure. I actually think Deirdre Mira. I think she's going to be a casualty somewhere. I think she's a goner. I feel like Bix has to go. I think that's going to be a real heartbreaker, but I do think Bix has to go, and also maybe Brasso. I think a lot of big characters will go. Yeah, Pimp Daddy Palps. I haven't heard that one before, but I love it. I'm going to use it. Fantastic. Pimp Daddy Palps. Unreal. But thank you so much for the $5 reduce. Appreciate it. Straight into the celebration fund. Thank you so much, my friend. Ian coming in with a hot take. I don't think we need more Jin. She's great, but pre-Rogue One, she has no link to the rebellion. I wonder if we'll see Ahsoka, Teenage Leia, or Thrawn. I think we have much more possibility of seeing Jin than any of those characters, I have to say. I hate to say. Yeah, like I said, Jin doesn't know Cassian. Like, you're right. She's not connected to the rebellion at the moment, but she is the daughter of Galen, who is very, very involved with Krennic and everything. So that's the real kind of only way we could see Jin. But I doubt it. I'm not going to get my hopes up. I'm not going to feel... Otherwise, I'll just feel disappointed by the end of the season. So I do agree. I do agree. Oh, yeah, okay. Let's talk about this song. This kind of rock song we got going on here. Thanora saying, the song took me out of the trailer, hoping to see the 3 episodes early at Celebration. Yes, it's interesting because it's coming out like 2 days before. And remember, this has happened before. This has happened in 2022 Anaheim. They announced Kenobi was coming out like, it was like 3 days before Kenobi, and it was only at Celebration. They're like, hey, it's not coming out in 3 days. It's coming out tonight. Yay. And they did that. So I'm like, surely they'll do that at Celebration. Right? So maybe. Death to Bix, Brasso, and Luthen, Dirty Hawk says. Yeah. This follows Andor. Ooh, Corey, that's really dark. Like, ooh. But kind of. Pretty much. Can't swim. It's cracked me up, honestly. All the people who can swim could easily help the non-swimmers. Yeah, like, I don't want to kind of, like, swim shame Kino Loy, but it's like, he could have maybe just, like, you know, find something to float on and hold on to. Maybe someone could just, like, help him. I don't know. Tubas coming in saying, have no major cameos. Let Andor be Andor. That's true. I mean, the already known cameos, I think the big ones are Krennic. But see, that's a cameo that makes sense. Like, it fits a story. He's very involved with this, like, storyline of these characters. So even though Krennic is essentially a cameo, and even you could argue that K2SO is a cameo, even though the cameos, they fit for me. So yeah, if it's someone random, like, I don't know, who would be someone random to come in? Like, I kind of get what you mean. If it's someone just so out of place, it'll feel very kind of shoehorned in there. Wasn't Mon Mothma in exile around this time? She speaks out against the Empire, and then Ghost Crew rescues her. Is the season before that happens? That is a fantastic question. It'll be very close to when that happens. So let's go over the timeline again. So Star Wars Rebels happens 5 years. Season 1 of Rebels is 5 years before A New Hope. This is pretty much it's very confusing because this would be a few years before A New Hope, but then each arc is like a year. So maybe we're somewhere in amongst that timeline, so that could be something they kind of weave into the story. That's true. Jin could show up with Saw possibly in the first arc. After that, I have doubts she will be in the season. That's right, because she knows Saw. That's a good point. That's a good point. I forgot about that fact. True. Leia should be in the story. She would be around 15 at the beginning and 19 at the end. So her and Mon Mothma would know each other by now for sure through Baylan. Baylan Organa? Do you mean Bail Organa? What are you saying? What are you saying, DB? But Bail Organa. Yes, that's true. Actually, that's a cameo I would adore. Like, come on. He has those robes from filming in Kenobi. Just whack him on. Put Bail Organa in there again. I'd love to see him. Because I think it would make sense to kind of connect how much for the rebellion he did as well. That'd be cool. Can't swim. Mad P liked this song. I think the lyrics and energy in the song will be what we see in the show. Yes, and I think my big comment about the song that they played in the trailer is that I think it's just going to be for the trailer. I doubt that they would play it in the show. I don't think it would suit the show, but for a trailer to be like, hey, Star Wars, we're sick, let's go 1000%. I think it was good. It got that kind of vibe. You know what I mean? Got that vibe. So much to say. I'm getting out of breath just talking here. There's said to be some overlap between Rebels Season 1 and Season 1 of this show. Knowing how resourceful Luthen is, do you think he ever saw Ezra's Lothal message? Perhaps. Yeah, definitely. I mean, someone before mentioned Ezra's Lothal message, which is an interesting concept to bring up. Definitely. I think that's a possibility. I don't think we'll see it maybe in the show, but I think, we're lining up the time frames here. They're very similar. It's very close. Very, very close. Yeah. Gora Massacre? Is that what it's called? Maybe that's what it's called. Matt P saying I would be okay seeing Hera or Thrawn. You would be okay seeing Thrawn in this show? I would freak out, dude. But it would depend how they do it. Maybe just an appearance of the Chimera as Andor hyperspace out of the ISD comes in, and the ISD comes into the system. Even that, I feel like that would be too much for me. That would be a cameo I wouldn't enjoy if they do it like that. I think. Vietnam Star Wars, yeah, true, pretty much. We'll see a time skip after the rogues die and after the fall of the Empire. You reckon? That's an interesting theory. I kind of like that. Ooh, anyone think we'll see Amiga? She is a part of the rebellion. That'll be a crazy cameo, man. That'll be crazy. Maybe, but that has not crossed my mind whatsoever. But that's an interesting call. Very, very interesting call. Phidias coming in saying, I think the pop rock songs in the trailers are just a new thing their ad department are doing. Skeleton Crew had that rock song as well in Australia. That's true. But if you think about, Skeleton Crew, the actual scoring of the episodes we're back to that very traditional Kevin Kiner inspired, themes. So I agree. I think it's just an ad thing just to promote, oh, this is exciting, get people excited. And I don't think it's going to be the show. So it's not too crazy. Yeah, that'd be for the kind of the premiere, which I'm getting freaked out about because I think I'm still in Japan. Oh, shit. I think I'm still in Japan. I just realized that because it's so soon after. Unless we see it earlier. Hang on, let me just double check. I think I'm like literally in the sky. Yeah, I'm not home. Oh my God. Shit. Damn it. Okay, well, fingers crossed to them showing it earlier, because if not, I don't know what to do. I'll be flying home as it's premiering. Absolutely. Gotta love the whiteboard. But it'll definitely come out for the show, doing all the predictions and stuff we do for it. It's always a great time. All right, I'm gonna grab a drink. Get your final thoughts in the live chat right now. I'll be right back. Go grab a snack or a drink if you want to as well. But don't go anywhere. I'll be back. Damn, the room looks good. Also, make sure you check out my post. How cool. I think I'm going to move it so you can see it better somewhere. But how cool is my new shelf? Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. Yeah, Numa coming in. How you doing? Good to see you in the chat. What did you think of the music in the trailer? You're a big fan. Love it. Love it. Chopper cameo. Ooh. Okay. If we're talking cameos, a Hera Chopper cameo would actually be crazy. Super interesting. Yeah, because there's that classic like little Easter egg in Rogue One where Chopper's in the background and the ghost is in the background. That would actually be super sick if they just kind of like went a bit harder in that and like I had an actual scene where like Cassian's like walking into Yavin being like, I gotta go talk to someone. And then Hera and Chopper walk past and he's just like, hey, Hera, and like keeps walking. That'd be so fun. That'd be like a very like tongue-in-cheek, like kitschy, but I think that would actually be super funny if they just like, there's Hera, she's right there. It's cool. Thank you, Numa. Appreciate it. Yeah, oh, you know what? I can see it. Yeah. I mean, freaking, I feel like Rebels constitute as a major cameo. I would say they're major. She would, correct. Rebel pilot. She would indeed. But yeah, there's a lot in this trailer. I'm so glad people, there's a lot of energy around this trailer, which I'm really enjoying. But yeah, like I'm saying, with this release order that they're doing, it's gonna be a movie a week. It's gone to, like, at least a short movie every week. I think the way they filmed it has aided to their decision of this, obviously. But I'm like, I would like that with like all Star Wars shows. If they did, there's kind of these general arcs, whether it's like 2, 3, 4 episodes of like this one sort of topic or, storyline that are going on. I would kind of be down with like a few episodes a week. That would be so cool. So cool. Hey, Chameleon. Oh, we've got some classic OGs in the chat today. Amazing. Yeah. Also, I love that you call him Trooper. Trooper supremacy. But I got you. Chopper supremacy. I hope to see some Sealed Tool tie-ins into Rebels to show continuity. They're in the same time frame. Yeah, sure. Yeah, maybe. Wow. Do you guys have this sparkling water in the States? Bubbly? Super. Like, do you ever just get like a carbonated drink that's just like aggressively carbonated? It's like super bubbly. Whew. Crazy. But yeah, like we're pointing out here with this trailer, it's very action-packed. I keep saying that word over and over again. But I think it's what needed. I think this is just a real injection of hype into the fans at the moment. I don't know if you guys are feeling that, but I'm feeling that definitely. Yeah, pretty much. It's so you do have this? Like, yeah, he does like the promo for it, right? So good. Okay, yeah, we have talked about it a little bit. Are you a fan, yay or nay, to the music, Joey? People are kind of split on it. What do you think? It's true. Buble. Yeah. Wow, I'm kind of surprised that we have the same drinks. Like, I think all other drinks we don't have. But yeah, there you go. Will you do watch parties for Andor Season 2? Probably not. Like, I'm kind of hit or miss with watch parties. Usually just episode reactions. I think I usually just do episode reactions for that. But maybe. I think the whole sort of, it's essentially a mini movie is actually kind of fun. Maybe that might constitute watch party energy because it's only going to last 4 weeks. And I'll be in another country for the first one. So it's only 3 weeks. So maybe that is watch party energy. We'll see. Yeah, not obvious. Well, yeah, we clearly have. We don't have Budweiser, no. But yeah, there you go. This was Sprite. Oddly, no, fun fact, I hate lemonade. That's like random side thing of me. I hate lemonade. Hey, Rossi, how you doing? God damn, what do you want? At least Judge of Watch isn't in the Andor trailer. Dude, I should have had it on, expecting you would be in the chat, of course. How dare you? It's a travesty that the Judge of Watch isn't in the trailer. You incite violence in me, Rossi. How dare you? How dare you? But how you doing, brother? How you going? How you going? Okay, Joe. Oh yes, here's what Joey thinks of the music. I didn't like it. It just took me out of it. Thought the footage itself was really good. Unfortunately, that immersion wasn't there because of the music. Okay, wow. Yeah. So some people are saying things like that. You know, just the energy, not the right vibe. I have to disagree a little bit because I did think it was a good like hype music for it. I do make the comment of if it was in the actual show episodes, I would probably agree with you being like, oh, this doesn't fit right. But for a trailer, I'm like, okay with it. You betcha. They have their own garbage beer, Foster's. No, again, that is false. What do you call it? False news. Fake. That's fake news. We don't have Foster's. I don't even know where to buy Foster's. I could walk into 1,000 different bars and pubs and not be able to buy Foster's. That's a fake news. We don't have Foster's here. I'm pretty sure you guys made Foster's and then just called it Australian. I don't know, but we don't have it. We don't have it. What if he cameos in the Senate at some point, like Palpatine? Actually, it would be interesting to get a Palpatine cameo in this show. That'd be cool. The music was that it was good for the trailer, and that is their job. Good job. Yeah, true. Good for a trailer. I don't think anywhere else would fit. Nowhere else would fit. Chameleon coming in with a big question I think needs answering. Would Vader be overkill for a cameo? I think yes, but I think a lot of the other people would maybe want to see Vader in this show. But chat, do we see Vader? Do we want to see Vader? Should we see Vader? Answer that one. Answer that one. I don't think we should. I don't think I want to see him in this. Definitely don't want to see him in this. True. Outback Steakhouse again. What is that blasphemy? Bloomin' onions? What is bloomin'? I've never even seen a bloomin' onion. Why are you claiming that bloomin' onions are like this Australian thing? I've never seen it here. Crazy false advertising. Yeah, probably actually. That's a good point. Broom. Probably. Seeing Vader would be cool, but don't need it. Like, yeah. Like, it's hard for it not to be cool. But do we need it? I don't think so. I don't think so. Because that is a Vader scene that was really added to the movie. And it's like, and everyone talks about, oh, Vader's hallway scene. Like, crazy. That's so cool. So... I think they just need to leave that in Rogue One, though. I think that's Rogue One's, like, finale job. I can't see it fitting in this show. I can't see it in the show. Yeah, true. Complaints of, it's not Star Wars without Force users. Yeah, I disagree. I'm your uncle's father's cousin. Yeah, true. It's facts. Facts right there. Facts right there. Natalie's saying Palpatine would be a bad cameo. And you would take away from the rest of the story, you say, Natalie. I don't know. I think, like, maybe if we get a Senate scene, that'll be cool to see Palpatine. To be fair, I don't think it would be Palpatine in the flesh. I think he's probably just doing hologram correspondence by this point. So maybe a Palpatine hologram. Let me pitch you that. What about that? I think I'd be down for that. I'd be down for that. Vader's an overpowered monster. This stuff is below him. True. So what a summation of the guy. Overpowered monster? Crazy. Crazy. When I see it end going into the first scenes in Rogue One. What is the first scenes in Rogue One? I cannot even remember. Maybe we need to do a Rogue One watch party. Cannot remember. What is the first scene? It's not the Galen scene. Is it a battle? Is it Andor? Is it Andor on that planet? What's the first scene? Cannot remember. Rossi. Bro, why are you pocket dialing us in a live show, brother? Tarkin? Maybe. Kind of going to Galen and family. Is that really the first scene? I thought that was like a few minutes into it though. I felt like that was a few moments in, like that's right at the start, but it's like a little further down, like little further in. Or was it really that? I can't think that it's anything else, so it must be that scene. The ship lands and Krennic goes out. It's really that flashback. They would have to do the whole deep fake thing again. Yeah, that's kind of hit and miss, the deep fake thing. So fun is first thing. Okay, all right. So all right, people are saying it's the first one. So in that case, in terms of like trying to connect that straight, you know, the end episode of season 2 to it, they could kind of. Oh no, they couldn't. They couldn't really, because that's too far into like the time jumps of season 2. So I don't think they could do it. I don't think they could do it because unless they do the first scene of like the current timeline of Rogue One, if that makes sense. So not the family. Okay, chat. What's the scene after the flashback of like Krennic and Galen and the like letting out planet? What's the scene after that? What's the first like real time Rogue One scene we got? Answer me that. Answer me that. Rossi coming in with the $2 redos. Thank you so much, buddy. Let's do a Rogue One watch party. Yeah, I feel like I got it now. I feel like I definitely got it before we go to Japan. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you for the $2 redos. Appreciate you. You see the end of season 2 trailer, them using quotes from news articles about being positive about season 1 in the trailer? Yes. What? Yeah. This is the trailer breakdown. This is the discussion and breakdown. Correct. So we did see that part. Yes. Is that like do you have a criticism of that? Or like, do you have like further thoughts on that? What do you got to say about it? Show will end with Andor and K2SO breaking Jyn out of prison. Is that what happens? Is that what happens? Is it? Yeah, Jyn's in that transport. And K2, yeah, is it that? Okay, that would be a cool way to end it. That would be sick, being like, okay, Cassian, like they've done like big climax of the season, like the finale's happened, and there's just like a tiny epilogue of the episode where like Mon Mothma or whoever is like, hey, you gotta go to this planet and break out someone called Jyn. Like that would be a cool way to end the episode. I feel like I'm using quotes. Well. But also, like, every show ever has done that. Like, that's media. Like, every show ever. Like, that's a very, very popular use of thing. That's not, like, they didn't come up with that. Like, that's in most, either teaser trailers or actual trailers. You know, or graphics, they'll you know, put quotes from all sorts of media outlets. That's a super common thing. It's not crazy. It ain't that crazy. That'd be cool. And then similar how to Rogue One is the beginning of episode 4. Yeah, it's like, because people love that connection shit, so it's like, that would be sick. That would be sick. Chameleon, yeah, put it down. I agree. They gotta get together. Oh, that'd be good. That'd be good. But yeah, who would it be? Would it be Bail or Mon Mothma? I don't know who it would be. But someone, well, actually, so another thing that has to happen in the season is Mon Mothma, like, officially kind of just, like, yeets from I mean, someone mentioned this before. She's got to be, like, on the run from the Empire and, like, leave the political sphere. Because she's, like, with the rebellion, like, by the end of this. So, maybe it's Mon Mothma being like, yeah. Like, final scene, Mon Mothma's, like, looking at Cassian and being like, go get this person. And Cassian's like, who is it? And Mon Mothma's like, and just like looks down, like just beside the camera and being like, they like zoom in on her face and she's like, Jyn Erso. And then it's like, boom. And like, that's the end of Andor. So then you can watch Andor season 1, Andor season 2, Rogue One, and you hope, oh, that would be delicious. Man, if that doesn't happen, I'm going to be upset now. Yeah, I'm like, if you're trying to promote your show, yeah. Mention what critics say good shit about it. Maybe that's how I should promote my channel. I'll just like highlight random comments of nice people being like, yay, they're RaeSide. Yeah. Looks like a cool scene. Oh, I hope it's like a longer scene of like her dancing. Oh, Mon Mothma. So stunning. She's so fantastic. Love her so much. But man, for a trailer, impressive stuff. I'm excited. Andor, I'm like, I know it's coming this year, but I haven't really been thinking about it too much. But from this trailer, I think we're gonna be eating good once it rolls around. Again, now I'm gonna freak out about the scheduling of like the premiere of it and like where I'm gonna be and how we're gonna do things about it. But we'll figure it out. Maybe I'll record my reaction on the plane. We'll find out. We'll find out. But thank you so much for joining in this live show today. We'll wrap it up there. But that's not where the fun ends. Tomorrow we'll be going live the next like few days even. Tomorrow, usually on Monday nights for you guys in the US, we do our celebration review, looking back to the previous celebrations that have been. That was going to be tonight, but clearly this trailer dropped, so we're not doing it tonight. We will be doing it tomorrow night. Same time. I'll see you back here for that part 2 of 2017 Star Wars Celebration Chicago look back. Chicago? Is it Chicago? No, 2017 Orlando. My apologies. And then Wednesday night, we got Sith Side, and then we got some other content coming in. It's very exciting. Plus, a few announcements on the way for the channel as well, which is very exciting. So if you're a member of the channel, make sure you keep checking out those posts on the member side of things. And if you're just here to enjoy the good times, I do have some very exciting big announcements coming out upcoming for Celebration. So can't wait to, keep building our excitement for this show, for Celebration. There's lots happening for Star Wars and also for the channel here. So thank you so much for being a part of it. And thank you so much for joining along tonight. If you haven't subscribed, but you enjoyed the show today, make sure you hit that bell and subscribe for the show. And so you never miss out when we go live here on the channel. And make sure you check out in the description. There's RaeSide merch you can pick up. If you do that, you get a cool piece of clothing. I get funds to get it the hell over to Japan Celebration. So it's a win-win. It's a win-win for everybody. So make sure you check that out and consider becoming a member. Become a Padawan Knight or Master for all the secret exclusive membership fun here on the channel. Thanks so much for being here. Appreciate you very much. I'll see you tomorrow. Literally see you in like less than 24 hours. So I hope you have a fantastic rest of your night, and I'll catch you in the next one. Make sure you always choose the RaeSide.